Today I have the Vargo titanium spark wheel. There we go. Sparks better that way. It's titanium, spark wheel, Zippo Flint, spring goes down inside. This is a titanium doesn't do a spring very well, so there's a bit of stainless steel in here for a spring. I will probably remove that because I put it like so. I'm going to put it in a little fire kit anyway, so I don't necessarily need it, and it's kind of an annoyance. So we'll take that out. And like I said, all it is that it's this little item runs about $20. I like the little spark wheels. I really like titanium. Vargo makes some pretty nice stuff. This was off Amazon in a 2-pack. I'll put a link up to, or well, name up what it is. I filled it full of char cloth, and the bottom down here, there's probably about 20 flints, Zippo flints, little tiny ferro rods. They're not flints. But what it does, what this will do, is you can get it. See if I can get it showing. And you can see it smoking right there. That's all it took. A little bit of char cloth, a spark wheel, and granted, yes, a dead bick will do the same thing. Some people like things readily made like this. It's kind of handy, and they're, you know, it's a nice little bit of gear. You can grind off, as I did in another video, grind this off like you do a ferro rod and stuff like that, and get to spark to get other fine tenders going. I can feel the heat off of that right there from where that's going. But that's just a little bit of char cloth that I had in here with it. Little waterproof case that you can hook on, and it's a little fire kit. You can throw in a couple UCO matches or something along that line. Waterproof strike anywhere matches, expand it out. But what I'm more concerned about is with this, and to change the flints, these are a little bit fiddly. It's fiddly enough that if you're not careful or dexterous, you could have an interesting time. They make replacements for the spring and this bit because apparently they do go flinging about every now and again. I'm adding this into the kit. It's a little, you got to take a screw out, so inevitably when you need to change it, Murphy will guarantee that you will not have something to take that screw out. So what I've done this before on these. Just take this out. You want to do this someplace to where you can set things down, to where you can find it again. A bare patch of mud or dirt. You certainly, a board, a piece of bark, anything along that line, a big leaf. Okay, you hang on to everything. Get hold of the spark wheel. You take the screw out which holds the side plate on. Take the side plate off. Still hanging on to the spark wheel, because that's what retains the flint and the spring and plunger inside. Then very, very slowly remove it and capture it. Here's your flint, your spark wheel, and your spring. And that's all it is. It's simple like everything else. This is a little bit more fiddly than some of them. Again, but it's light. And it has a titanium draw, which I gotta admit kind of worked on me. Then this is the fiddly bit. This is usually where things take off. It's usually not the spring that takes off. It would be your flint. And if you've got big paws like I've got, this could be a bit sporty. My little gig on this is It helps to have a knife around. So flick your blade. This will make a lot of people cuss. I'm usually one. People that you can hold it down with your thumbnail or a blade. Ah, caught it. That's what I'm talking about. I've had people comment about the length of my thumbnails. Sometimes they're handy for doing things such as this. Okay. Like I said, this is a little bit fiddly. You might hear me swear before I'm done. I'm right-handed. I just trimmed that thumbnail too. Okay, there it is. So you pop it in there like that. And I can hear a lot of people going, oh, screw that, that's too much of a pain in the butt. Which I'll give you it is. There's a bunch of small parts, so if you are not capable of dealing with small parts, this is being done not in a lab environment. This is being done in a grassy outside like the field. So just to show that it is capable of being done. But once you get hold of it, don't let go of anything until you have that screw pretty well set. Like I said, they make, and then seat that in there. They make extras of these. I've seen them to where you can buy them. So they've obviously had problems with people rocketing them across the room. It's like the small springs in an AR. Guarantee if you don't have one handy, you're going to lose it. It's like this. I probably need to order one and put it in there. That way I'll never have a problem with it. But your spark wheel, there it is, just to show you it does work again. It's not difficult. It's a pain in the butt like most things. But this is my little bit of a fire kit. I'm going to expand this as I go. This is just the start of this one. So it's watertight. It'll keep the char cloth dry. It doesn't usually take a lot of char cloth to get things going, so that should be enough char cloth. And with the spare flints in there, I could actually use this in a lot of cases. Although I would much rather have something that sparked a little better than this. But as for a backup or something when I'm out just messing around to get things going or teach people, this works great.